We can't let Disney get in trouble. What?
Wow.
What?
Fuck out of here.
Santa Claus. And, you know, I hate to say this, but if you go look up the fastest rising thing in this country, it's called religious nuns. This means people that aren't necessarily interested in the same things that the previous generation was interested in. And you can read this two ways. You can do what most people do, and you can be like, this is totally a bad thing. Or you could be useful, and you could try to figure out how can you make it a good thing given these new circumstances. Spend less time evangelizing the country and more time, I don't know, adapting to the times.
Yeah.
And if your belief systems are worthwhile, just like C.S. Lewis and people did before, some innovator will come along and they'll cast it back into the world again, change the stained glass windows images, and then it's still scalable. But what's not scalable is a lot of the concepts that we have, like the little social monopoly, social security cards that we got from FDR.
Yeah.
Who back in the day, they didn't have social media, so he was allowed to basically say, I'm completely healthy, and he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And no one ever knew. Could you imagine? You couldn't get away with that now. Right? And FDR was a pretty straight shooting person. But the biggest thing about him, that he had polio, most people didn't know.
Yeah.
Straight up lying about it. You couldn't even get away with that now. Now you either have to be, it's just a different world. It's just a different world. And this idea that things are going to go back to normal, whatever that means, no, things will go back to a new normal. And they're not going to go back to a new normal. They'll become a new normal.
Yeah.
And that's just a different way of thinking. And I don't know if we're ready for it. I think other countries have a good chance of, I mean, say what you want about China. There's a lot of negative things to say about the economic system they have there. It basically has the same sort of outcomes a capitalistic society has, but if you're a regular person in China, you're really fucked.
Yeah.
However, they're moving on quite strongly. They just kept, and that's where this virus started, and they're just marching on.
By now. Yeah.
Mostly because they didn't even have a lot of time invested in the stuff we're worried about whether or not it's going to survive.
Very true.
And this all sounds very pompous and like, well, where are you going with this? All I'm saying is I'm more interested right now in the questions because we're asking the wrong questions. Having good answers for the wrong questions is almost as useless as having 3 arms. Actually, 3 arms would have some practicality, probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would get in the way of other things.
But yeah.
But yeah. Where's
It all
the
depends
arm
on where
at?
the arms. Yeah.
I mean, well, no, right here in the center of your chest. So you stick out 2 arms here, and then there's one stick out in the center of your chest. So I could like talk with my hands and then readjust the mic with my center arm.
That's not bad. That's not a bad. That's not bad.
I can pleasure myself while playing a guitar at the same time.
Playing a game, yeah. It's actually not a bad idea.
Oh,
Fuck, yes, it is.
He's like, my
Come
God,
on.
I could get 2 things done at
At the
once.
same time. All right.
Yo, every dude would just do one thing with 2 hands and jack off with the third one.
That third third arm would be right here and be jacked. Okay,
Huge shit.
Huge
and the
arm.
other ones, you go to the gym, you hire a personal trainer, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do dumbbells. You could barely do 20s with these 2 arms.
Yeah.
You over here got a
That one huge
75-pound weight.
motherfucker just going at it.
Well, golly, I guess these third arms just naturally are stronger.
Yeah,
that's totally what it is.
It'll be like Quagmire when he found out that porn existed,
yeah,
and you came out the house and he had the
internet
huge-ass
porn,
arm.
internet porn.
Yeah.
Free porn.
Porn. I think he was that way, and his arm was fucking
Huge
huge.
as shit.
Oh, that shit was so funny.
Eyes bloodshot.
And meanwhile, all the women listening would go, ugh, why do you want a third arm? That just looks bad. Probably. And
Yeah,
they're probably right about this.
Yeah.
A third arm would look bad.
Not if everybody had one.
Maybe.
kinda
I don't know.
You
I
know,
don't know.
Yeah.
if everybody had one, then it'd just be normal. But if there was one person who walked by with a third arm, you'd be like, yo,
What you doing with that third arm?
I don't know, man. If everyone had
Do you
three
have a
arms,
third arm?
if everyone had three arms and I seen someone with two, I'd be like, look at you.
Weird.
No,
No, you totally think they were weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Everyone's got noses, and most of them aren't attractive, but there are some people with attractive noses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that'd be more like if you saw a person with a third nostril. Or one nostril. That's a better analogy. You saw a person with one nostril.
I don't know,
You'd
man.
be like,
I don't know, man, because when I look at the animal kingdom, they do have multiple arms most of the time. Like our closest related cousins, the chimpanzee. You can make the argument they got 4 legs or they got 4 arms.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just look like a dumb version of us. Like a less attractive, dumb version of us.
that is
Shitting on things and throwing it.
Yeah.
pulling people's faces off.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could still get the strength back. Maybe.
I guess the argument becomes if we didn't have any arms,
Yeah.
how smart would it be? Like if you took, that's a good possibility, right?
We'd be smart as we would have figured out telepathy a long time ago.
We would have to use the power of the mind to do a lot of shit, dude. That's why I like the archetypal gray alien.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel about that subject, everyone says it's like this really light, small creature with no muscles.
For all arms. Yeah.
It's like you're just using all your practicality comes from just like deep, complex analytical thinking.
Yep.
And so your brain's like,
Small arm, small body, and big ass head.
Yeah.
I mean, that
the
would
idea.
if we went to space, we've talked about this before,
Would be that type of outcome.
and you and I are going to Alpha Centauri,
Mm-hmm.
and say we develop some technology that lets us go a third of the speed of light. It's going to take us 45 years to get there.
Yeah.
So you and I are going to be born in capsules, artificial insemination,
Mm-hmm.
raised in space, and then when we actually set foot and break into a million pieces on Alpha Centauri,
Step foot on the gravity just breaks you apart because you haven't. Your body hasn't felt resistance in 28 years.
we'll make Christian Bale from The Machinist look like Chris Hemsworth.
You
Yeah.
would. That's
Yeah.
You would shrivel up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even worse, because he could walk. You wouldn't be able to walk.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to walk.
But I bet you we'd be speaking multiple languages, all this
Probably,
other stuff,
yeah.
because you would need something to do to occupy yourself, and the only thing you could do.
all I gotta do is learn. All they sent me to Alpha Centauri, and all they gave me was Rosetta Stone.
Hey.
I know 7 languages.
I've been in college for 45 years.
Fucking get me off of this. All right, boys.
All right, guys. So we're gonna end it right there. Anybody have any closing statements?
I do not. I just want to say like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
We are trying to grow this thing right. We have to learn, just like everybody else on YouTube for the first time, you have to learn how to do it your own way.
Yeah.
There's no one way to skin a cat, as they say. There's multiple ways. And some of our videos are starting to get a decent number of people watching them. So I know if you get 2,000 views on a video and you like the video, please subscribe. Because we want to be able to share more with you guys.
Yes. Please like, share, subscribe.
And
Comment.
we're going to be a platform that has multiple forms of media.
Yeah.
Reactions, podcasts, but we're also going to put on plays and short films and original works. You know, that's what we want to do, but we need an audience to speak to, and we need also a place where we're sharpening our iron, not weakening ourselves.
Yeah.
So be safe. We love you guys, and tune in until next time.
All right. And also, just a quick thing. Does anybody think that Rudy Giuliani was just playing with his shirt going into his pants, or was he actually doing a little bit more? We'll leave that as the next thing. See you guys later. Peace. All right, guys. So we're going to end it right there. Of course, if you like the content, you like what we're doing, go ahead and like, subscribe. Also hit that notification button right underneath this video. That's how you're going to be able to know exactly when each one of our content is going to be launching. Also, thank you all. We appreciate you all taking your time out to listen to us, watch us. Of course, welcome to the family, and we'll be with you all soon. Peace.